Okay, couple examples from yesterday. Just in case you wanted to see these again, the, the factoring practice. So when we have this equation, you look at your last sign, and it tells you if they're the same or if they're not. If it's negative, the signs are different. If it's positive, that means the signs are the same. Now, that front sign tells you if uh, if they're going to be same, it tells you what sign it is. And since this one's different, it tells you what sign to give the bigger number. Right? And I should be careful when I say the bigger number, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So um, you factor 40 because you got to multiply A times C, but A is 1. So that's why it's the factors of 40 because it's 1 times 40. You're always multiplying A times C. It's just in this case, you don't have to because it's multiplied by 1. So factors of 40, the sum to 3, and that's going to be 8 and 5 because uh, 5 plus a negative 8 or 5 minus 8 um, is going to be negative 3. And there you are. No, I could check using the distributive property just in case. Uh, Maybe I made a sign error, so I want to check and make sure, but I didn't, and that's the answer. Okay, next. Okay, next. Now A is actually not 1, so we multiply A times C, and of course we still look at our signs. Everything's positive, so we're lucky. The signs are the same, and they're going to be positive. Here we go. They're both positive. Multiply A times C, 3 times 36, which is 108. So you got 1 and 108, 2 and 54, 3 and 50, 3 and 36, 4 and 27. Boom. I can get them to sum to 31. So I put 3x squared in the upper left-hand corner, 36, which my constant goes in the lower right, and then my 27x and 4x go like this. Okay. That's why we found those factors. Now, we just have to figure out how they're going to multiply together and work here, right? So, you can see that they need to sum 31x, which they do. So I put the x up on top because 3 and 4, nothing gets shared there, right? So but the x's are shared. So I kind of factor out an x. You can think of it that way as well. So obviously, on the other side is 3x. And then this must be 4, because 4 times x is 4x. And what times 4 equals 36? 9. And 9 times 3 is 27. And wow, that works out real well. So that means it's 3x plus 4 and x plus 9. You do the check. And there you are. Okay. One more. And there's this cubic function. So make sure when you're doing this that you notice if there's a GCF or not. In this case, it's only a 2, but it's easier. Pull the 2 out. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to simplify it fully. So, and this will be coming later. We'll see when we have to get the zeros. Why this has to happen. Okay. So you factor out the 2. And then you're left with smaller numbers to work with anyway. Then you factor by grouping, if you remember this from the other day. So we write down that 2x plus 1 over there and then hope that we can do it. It works. Excellent. So factor out the 2x plus 1 and then write down what's left. And then you do have a difference of squares there as well. So go ahead and just factor those real quick. And done deal. And that is what you call completely factored. Okay. And that's it. I hope this helps.